Hi friends, welcome to my circle. So today we are going to be talking about writing strategies that we can use when we are planning and drafting our assignments, right? So our writing assignments. So today we are going to be talking about these, and we have been reading from our mentor text, which is written and drawn by Henrietta, a tune book that was written by the Laniers. So if you'll remember, Henrietta was a little girl that received a box of colored pencils from her parents, and so she is inspired to draw a story. And after she draws the story, she thinks, I can write it too. So she draws her story about a little girl that meets a three-headed monster. And if you'll remember with me and think back to all of our pages, you can see, like on page 10 and 11, that she is describing the scene she drew. So she has drawn a little girl in bed, and she says, it's midnight, or it's nighttime in Emily's bed. Sometimes when it's dark, she's scared, and Emily has a scared look on her face. And that's what our author, she's thinking, She says, wow, I'm scaring myself. Then on page 18 and 19, she is adding, drawing details to her characters, like distinct faces and names. But Emily asks a question in her writing. She says, who are you guys? And we meet Huey, Dewey, and Louie Bluey. And so Henrietta thinks to herself, that's a good question, Emily. In pages 37 and 38, it's her drawings match the character descriptions and her story long. So whatever she was thinking for her characters in her head, her drawing matches that, right? So that helps her to always be thinking about what her characters are looking like. So Emily and her monster with 3 heads and 2 hats, and if you'll see in the drawing, it has 3 heads and 2 hats, right? Painted on there. So, and she even thinks to herself, I'm drawing really fast because I want to see what happens next. So her drawing is helping her keep track of her storytelling and what she wants to happen next. And in the last mentor text reference that we see, I've cited pages 38 and 39. So, and it says she is extremely detailed in her drawing and writing. So here she's laid out for us a bunch of different types of hats: a fedora, a cap, a pilgrim's hat, that we can see if we're looking at it, right? Yeah. So how can we take this drawing and help us? Let's see. We can look at this strategy, and it says, make the picture match the picture in your head. So in your mind, if I'm thinking really hard about a story that I really want to tell, and I have a picture in my mind, then I can go and get a piece of paper and draw out that picture. But the one thing that I have to do is I have to make those details carry over from this picture in my head all the way down to this picture on my paper, right? So I want to make sure that if I'm thinking about trees or clouds or even something as simple as holding a handbasket, that makes it all the way into my real life picture. And that, my friends, is going to help us to make our sentences and our stories. So here I've got a picture, and I'm thinking about an apple farm right here. So I'm thinking about the trees that were there and how cloudy it was that day and how I got to hold the basket and how fun it was when I went apple picking and how red the apples were and how they were all over the ground, right? All little details that are so exciting. So I'm going to draw a picture, and I'm going to make sure to add every one of those details. Then I'm going to write it. So now I've got, my dad and I went apple picking. It was a nice but cloudy day. They gave us a big basket to carry our apples in. I had fun. And that's all the things that I thought about in my picture right there. And that helped me, my friends. So what you and I are going to do together is we are going to think of a story. I'm going to give you just a second to think. Okay, I'm going to call a friend. Yes. Okay, so let's say that Harry and his friend Margaret go to a circus. So let me write that. Okay, so here is my drawing. They are at the circus. Harry and Margaret. So, is there anything that you can think of that I can add to this picture? Let's see, let's think. Yes, you? Okay, when I think about the circus, I think about, the Ferris wheel, right? And all the fun rides. So let me go ahead and let me add that. Okay, so now we have Margaret and Harry go to a carnival and they ride on a Ferris wheel. Awesome. So let's see what else we can add. What else can we think of? Oh, yes. Okay, so maybe they're holding balloons that they got. So let's add balloons. Oh, what are some other things? Maybe oh, okay, that's interesting. A snack cart. So they are going to go and enjoy some delicious hot dogs on a snack cart. On a snack cart over here that sells hot dogs. Delicious. Oh, right. So let's go ahead and write that out. So let's say, okay, so we have Margaret and Harry go to a carnival. They ride a Ferris wheel, get colorful balloons, and eat yummy snacks. Awesome. So now we have a little story. And if we wanted to, we could go in and we could add all types of details, right? We could add the color of their balloons. We could add maybe if they saw a show or anything like that, or if they rode horses at this carnival. But we can go and we can remember all those things that we want to tell people just by drawing it. So now what I want you to do with your boards and your pieces of paper is you are going to sit down and close your eyes and think about something that you want to tell a story about. And I want you to draw it. Okay, now we've had some thinking time and some drawing time. So, show me your boards. Everybody hold them up just like that, very high. Okay, awesome. Okay, so everybody look down at your boards. Now, I want you to think about what you can add to your board and your story. Something that you saw in your mind that didn't quite make it onto your paper that you can think about adding now. Okay, awesome. So now we are brainstorming. Right, awesome. We're thinking of all different types of ways that we can think from our paper, that we can take from our mind to our paper, that can eventually help us tell our full story. Yay, okay. All right, well, I'm so proud of you guys, and I am ready for you to go back to your seats, and we will begin our next unit. Thank you.